Hello Sagittarius, this is your mid-April 2017 tarot overview. The reason I'm calling it overview is because I've done the main monthly April, and of course that's still applicable. So if you haven't watched that, it might be an idea to watch that as well. And this is just messages that I'm getting on top for this particular period, and this is fluid, so it might get into May quite easily, and I'm pretty getting a strong feeling that it will. At least for a lot of people, including myself. So yeah, this is the mid-month, and the way I do the mid-month is I take one card and I see what messages I get psychically from that one card, and it might be for certain people, it might not be for everyone, because I know some messages I'm getting for peculiar people, single people or this, that. So you really have to see how this works out for you, and that's why it's probably best to watch your sun, moon and rising. And for some people, I also want to say, if you don't know the sun, moon and rising, there are websites available online where you can just get your time and date of birth, and it tells you your sun, moon, rising. Rising is also, of course, ascendant sign. So yeah, feel free to watch that, because there are messages that come across in all three, and if one doesn't resonate, the other might, and there are more chances that it does. So then you can get a bigger picture of these general readings. Of course, for something more specific, for more private, feel free to email me. My email is in the description box below. I do them over Skype, and so you can be based anywhere in the world. We can arrange readings based on our time compatibility and convenience. Based on that, I want to move forward, but also want to thank you all for your love, likes, shares, subscriptions. Of course, they're quite valuable, so if you do like what I do, please subscribe, because then you know how soon, how often I'm doing this, and yeah, you're up to date on what's happening, and if you like this, then you can see more of my work. Right, so the cards are pre-shuffled, and I've taken your card, Sagittarius, and your card is Six of Swords in reverse. There is some traveling for some of you, but I'm getting a feel that this travel might encounter some delays. This travel, and for some specific people, I'm getting there might be a to and fro. So you might leave home to go somewhere, and then you forgot something and you have to go back home and pick it up. Or this might be even bigger travel, that you're traveling somewhere foreign, and on your way to the airport you discover that something is missing or some changes, and you need to go back home and do those. So of course this is very specific for certain people. It doesn't have to apply for everyone. So, and if it does, let me know. Yeah, apart from that, I'm sensing the travel. I'm also sensing this might be over water for some of you. If you're going to travel, then you might travel over water. And that going back home because you've forgotten something or missed something, I get that this is because you're traveling to a place you've not been before, or there's a newness about it. Even if it is somewhere you've been, there's something new that's happening which relates to this travel that you're undertaking. How that works out for you, you'll have to see, of course, because that was quite specific. Because for others, I'm also sensing that you're actually going back to a place you've been. You thought you were probably not going to go back, but there is some creative idea that's come to you, or something creative that is involved here, which is making you go back over it once more. So this might be a location that they used to travel to, and for some reason you thought you've been there, done that, you're not going to do it again, but now your work sends you there. That could be. Of course, each situation is different for each person. For others, it might be that you going back over something that is unfinished. A relationship. We are in Mercury retrograde, so it's a chart. It's called the redoing of things. And you might want to add, if this is a relationship going back, then you're trying to do things. At least you are making the intention here is to do things differently. You're making your intentions known. You're making your plans known that you want to do things differently this time, and the intention is certainly there. Of course, how it works out, we'll have to see. For each case, happy to do a private reading if you'd like me to look into this for you. But you're definitely going back and trying to see if you can fix something from the past in a new way. Again, this categorically I sense is for more single people. And it might be for separated people as well. I get that. So you might be thinking about how you can, and this might be even that you don't take the action so straight. You're still thinking how you can do it, since you now discover that you might want to do it. So really you'll have to kind of see how this works out for you. But there is a lot of going back feeling that I get. For some it's going back and forward, for some it's going back. But I feel the success rate is different for different people, and it might rely on your creativity to get the maximum success, whether it's relationship or and work related travel. So I'm trying to see if I'm getting anything else. For some people it might be, and sorry I had to laugh there because I was getting a feeling that it might be maybe just for women or maybe for men with long hair, that what you're going back for, the original statement, it might have to do something with the hairdryer or something with your hair. Long hair is what I'm getting. So maybe you're going, you could be also, hold on, is that what it is? You're going back to having long hair again, but you haven't had that for some time, and now you think, you know what, I want to do this differently now. I want to have long hair and I'm going to do things differently to maintain it. Very specific. You'll have to see how that works for you. Travel is definitely coming across with this. And for others, creativity. I think creativity is where I feel that there are chances of success. Otherwise there might be backwards and forwards is what I'm getting. And for some of you this might be work related travel, and that's why you're trying to do something differently there, and it might be for creative people. If it's not for creative people, even in non-creative corporate world, I know that you need a lot of creativity. So and I can say that for myself because I know of that, having been in the corporate world. So yeah, I think there's creativity that wins for you. If you want to redo something, if you want to try something, then there is definitely that which is going to which is going to go trumps, or else it might be just backwards and forwards. So I think we've got that message. I don't know if I'm getting anything else. Yeah, that'll be it. Dates: 16th, 18th, 21st, 20th, 27th/28th, and maybe for some 30th. So you'll have to see how that, of course, with the traveling and everything else, how that works out for you. And that's it. So maybe the first as well, I just heard that. 30th into 1st. Of course, with these dates, it's 24 hours here and there because, you know, depending on which time zone, you'll have to really see how that works out. And that is it, really. So thank you again. And if you enjoy it, then feel free to like and share and subscribe. I will speak to you again in May, Sagittarius. Bye.